you going, wild lady? Good morning, everybody. It's Brittany at Big Cat Rescue, and I was trying to catch Sapphire. She was being super goofy. She was playing with her red toy here. Hi, lady. But I missed it. Right as I got over here, she ran away. Hi, pretty lady. That's Priya calling on the other side. Good morning. Good morning, Deb. Hi, Becky. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Arlene. Good morning. I know. What's the matter? You were being really goofy till I got over here. Morning, Merle and Lisa. Hi, Debbie. Good morning, Nora. We just got started. I was trying to catch Sapphire. I saw her from a distance playing with her red toy here, but when I got over here, she was done. I did want to show you guys how pretty all these new signs all over the sanctuary are. We've got a bunch of new signs printed. A lot of our mission statements and ideals are all over. We had them on old signs that were just really weather torn at this point. So all the new ones are really pretty. I just walked the whole sanctuary last week to look at every single one of them and get a picture so I can put those on Instagram. I hear Priya calling over on the other side of the lake. Where I was actually headed, where I was going to start this feed up, was going to be Beecher. And that's because last week, Beecher had two things to celebrate. He had his 7th birthday and his 2-year rescue by Sapphire. And also, we haven't seen the sun since last Wednesday, which is unusual here in Florida. So yay, blue sky today. I think we're actually supposed to get to about 70 for our high today, which will be really exciting because yesterday I don't even think it made it to 60. There's beautiful Kali up there. And I apologize, for some reason I'm still getting that in and out of having signal and not, and I'm still doing everything I'm supposed to do. So hang in there with me. You guys can always rewatch these at the end when they post automatically. I don't think that there will be any skips in that, but I don't know. And I'm honestly not sure if we're having Medical Monday because I know some people are supposed to be taking the day off today, so I don't know. If I find out otherwise, then of course I'll try to bring you along for that, but I don't believe so, not today. So let's go see Beecher. Michael's got the right idea. I'm blinding all of you with that sun. Morning! My guess is that he's down at the other end, but I'm going to park here. Pretty. It's very misty, but had a really beautiful sunrise. My husband works at Fort DeSoto, and so that's pretty much where the sun rises first, and he always sends me really beautiful photos, and today it was a good one. See where that beach boy is. Yep, right up front. Our hibiscus blooming, the bougainvilla's blooming. Hi, cute boy. Oh, hi, sweetness. Hi, cute boy. That was a really cute run over here. Sorry I missed it. My stabilizer didn't move. This is Beecher. Beecher's the Savannah cat. What are you doing, sir? So again, last week Beecher celebrated his birthday and his rescue anniversary because he came here right around his 5th birthday. He just turned 7. So old Beach Boy's been here for 2 years now. I can't even believe it. And he had recently just moved over to this enclosure. This enclosure is where Max and Marianne used to live. Now they have like a football field sized enclosure. And Beecher got the honeymoon suite with the beautiful lake views. What you doing, silly? He ran to me and then he's like, you didn't bring my food. So I'm gonna eat lettuce. So good morning. If any of you guys are brand new to us and you've never watched a live feed with us, let us know in the comments. See Deb and many of our other regulars. I can always help answer questions that you might be having. Where'd you go? We came to see you and you walked away. See, I'm just gonna eat this grass. Hey, sir. My cute boy. Wow, that's not a good view either. Yesterday was my volunteer day, and yeah, it was cold. It was in the 50s, and then it also was super windy, so that's what really made the sting in the air for us people that are just not used to it or just don't like it anymore. This is Beecher hanging out by his feeding lockout. If you're new to us, all of our enclosures here do have a feeding lockout, or 2 or 3. Some of them have quite a few. And that's where the cats come in the morning. You can see there's like a guillotine door. Yeah, and the plate that's in there, that's where we drop their food. They can get fresh water in there. It's also a place we can use if we ever need to. Some of the cats can even get vaccinated or flea medication in the lockout areas. What are you doing? Cutest boy. Since the day he arrived, he has loved chewing on that grass. Well, welcome to all the newcomers and welcome to all of our regulars. We try to go live a lot here at Big Cat Rescue. We're in Tampa, Florida. We usually have pretty favorable weather. On Facebook, myself and Carol try to do lives anytime something interesting is going on. If we're moving cats, if we've got cats that are being seen in the hospital, if we are doing any kind of enrichment or treats, all that fun stuff. I try to just do morning walkabouts so you guys can see the cats up close and personal the way a keeper would. I've been a keeper out here for over 4 years, so all of these cats are pretty used to me and the fact that I can feed them and give them enrichment. I know. Of course, right now I'm not feeding or giving enrichment because I'm doing a walkabout. Yeah, you're so silly. Yeah, all of these cats do have a lot of merchandise. I know we've got a lot of people that choose their favorites. Are you chasing me? And we've got several online stores where we sell that merchandise. Here's another pretty view of the lake this morning. But you can shop and all of the money goes, and I just love these hibiscus. It's not very often you get to see beautiful flowers in November. It's one of my favorite things about living in Florida. But anyway, you can shop at bigcatrescue.biz. That is our main online store. We have a Teespring store. That's teespring.com/stores/bigcatrescue. Let's head on over here. I hear a Tutters. Hi, where are you at? There you are. Hi, sir. And then we also have products on Amazon. Our store is amazon.com/bigcatrescue. And you can actually donate to the cats for free when you shop on Amazon, even if you aren't shopping on our store. You can shop smile.amazon.com and you can choose Big Cat Rescue as your charity of choice. And then no matter what you're buying on Amazon, Amazon actually donates 0.5% of your purchase to the cats, and that has added up to over $100,000 since we've started that program. So with the holidays approaching, Friday coming up and everybody shopping like crazy, we'd really, really appreciate it if you haven't chosen Big Cat. I know, tell them. that you can make the big cats smile by using Amazon Smile. So we really love to promote that program, especially this time of year. This is King Tut. King Tut's also a Savannah cat, just like Beecher. Savannah cats are a hybrid, not naturally occurring in the wild. They're man-made, usually very expensive in the pet industry, so breeders can charge a ton of money for them. And they wind up null and usually, yeah, I know, baby, usually need to find a place to live. And if I've missed any questions because I'm just blabbering and walking around and you can hear Beecher yelling and I could hear Tut yelling, I can reach out to you in the comments when I get back to my desk after this feed is over. Otherwise, again, many of our moderators and regulars are in the comments here, so they can always answer for me. And here at Big Cat Rescue, I love hearing him purr while he's grooming. It's so cute. So right now, the feeders have probably gone back to food prep to load up the feeding carts. I want to see if we can catch a glimpse of Moses and Bailey. We don't get to see them very often. Get this gate open here. Sorry, I have to fumble with the gate here. Can't leave gates just open. And since I was saying this is the most active time of the day for everybody, that's usually when we can catch a glimpse of the really elusive cats. You might see some grasses moving. And that's going to be Moses and Bailey bobcats. Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to Carol about why my phone is doing this lately. Lives for well over a year now, and I've never had this kind of signal issue. So I don't know if something changed and I didn't hear about it. Momo! Where's Moses? There he is. Hi, cute boy. Hi, cute boy. Where's Bailey? Hi. No, don't pee on me. That's not very nice. Well, that's Moses. Territory is feeding lockout. Let's see if we can find Bailey. Bailey's a lot more elusive and way less friendly, but there's Moses again. Where's Bailey? Where's Bailey girl? Where's Bailey? No. Oh, there's Bailey. Hi, Bailey. Well, if the feed is that bad today, I'll put this down here in a minute. If all of you guys are complaining, it must be bad. Hi, Bailey. Sorry. All right, well, that's our glimpse of Moses and Bailey. I'm doing the best I can here, guys, and I can see you're all talking about Keisha. I have no new information about Keisha. Keisha has been really, really ill for several years. And that was a tough decision, but she definitely made that decision. Here's Simba. We might as well see some more Savannahs. This is Simba Savannah. Hi, baby. All right, I'm probably not going to read through the comments anymore. I'm just going to walk around and show you some cats, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Simba, where you going? Simba put on his winter fur again. He actually lost a ton of weight when he first arrived, thankfully. And Now he looks like he's plumping up again, but it's actually just his fur. Where are you going, sir? You better come back over and say hi. You better come back and say hi. Hi, my handsome. Sim Sim. Sim Sim. I know. Just another drive-by. He's like, well, maybe you did have food in your pockets. So hi. I know. He's very like, if it's not food, I'm not interested. Have you been taking good care of your new neighbor? Well, I might as well go see my kids. Hi, Flint. Hi, handsome. Hi, handsome boy. I don't want that tail. I don't want that tail. Show me that cute face. There's that cute face. There's that cute face. And Smalls is over there in the background. So this is Flint. He is a bobcat. He's our youngest resident. I know. Yeah, Simba only did his nom-noms when he was eating, and clearly I didn't give him food, so. Are you stalking her? Where's she going? Yes. Hi, Smalls. Where are you going, lady? Where are we going? Hi, lady. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, pretty girl. I see they put chicken wire on this one for you, too. No, I don't want that end. I know. I know, you're so silly. You hear her purring. Ooh, purring / sneezing. You like your new neighbor, don't ya? I told you you would. I'd been telling you you'd like him. It's like a sneeze, a cough, or a hiccup, I can't tell. All while purring. All while purring. My goodness. I bet if I turn around, look who I'm gonna see. If I turn around, who am I gonna see? Silly boy. I'm just lucky that at least if Smalls is gonna teach him to show me his butt, which he was actually doing that out in rehab long before he ever saw her. But both of them fire blanks. Neither of them pee on me, so that makes me really happy. I've got plenty of them that I have to dodge. Whee! Oh, these two just kill me. You guys just kill me. I love you, but I can't make every single live about you two. So let's go see. I see a very fluffy Biscuit that's out. I was gonna see if maybe Shiloh or Filmo's actually, since his procedure, I've been seeing him out again more. Thank you very much, Patricia, for the donation. Amazing supporters like you are why we can care for these cats the way that we can. Thank you, Lisa. Top-notch healthcare and food. We got Shiloh and Nabisco out in one feed. This is Nabisco over on this side. You see Shiloh right there. Hi, Biscuit. Look how floofy you are. Look how floofy you got. Until Flint came here, Nabisco was our youngest resident. But now it's Flint and then Nabisco. Hi, Shiloh. Hi, cute boy. You've gotten so talkative. I get that in too? Oh boy. This whole corner, huh? this whole corner. Likes to show me their butt. You're so handsome. So this is Shiloh Bobcat, and we just saw Nabisco. I'm kind of looking down the way. Mrs. Claus lives down there, but she's very temperamental at breakfast time, and I'd hate to go down there. She comes running out to me, and then when the feeders get down there, she doesn't. So there. But I think I will try to do maybe a support or a subscriber live or a group live and do some enrichment with her in an afternoon time frame, because she does always come out for me in the afternoons. Hi, this is Nabisco again. I guess we're making it a Bobcat Monday if we can't have a medical Monday. Deb, yeah. That's usually where I find her in the afternoons, is up in her tree. So yesterday I posted a really cute, I needed to cheer myself up, so I was editing photos of Flint and Mrs. was up in her tree, and it was just the cutest thing I've ever seen. So I have to finish editing all of that, and then I'll get those sent to Luana, and hopefully they'll get posted on Facebook, but they'll definitely be on Instagram. Hi, Filmo. I just want to say hi to you. If you can see a tiny little face right there. Hi, cute boy. Hi, Filmo. That's what most people get to see with Filmo. Here's Loki, though. Hi, Loki. Can I show everybody your cuteness? You're gonna slink away, aren't ya? Slinking away. Oh. Well, that was another Savannah cat, but you can see he is not that keen on people. Buddy, he went right into his den. Sorry. Need to ruin your morning. All right, let's see Frankie, since Frankie's out. Hi, Frankie. Frankie's one of the cutest bobcats when it gets cold here, because he fluffs up, I think, more than any other bobcat. His ruff comes in really intensely. Yeah, look at that big ruff. The ruff around his face. Hi, Frankie. I know you're very food motivated in the morning. He's like, but if I zoom right into lockout, does the food? Sorry, babe. Not a feeder today. Did all that yesterday. Oh, I thought he was going to disappear in his den, too. I was like, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Just a zoom in. Yeah, see how floofy his ruff got around his chin? So cute. You're so cute. I know. We love you. I don't see your neighbor either. Where's everybody at? Usually when it's this cold, everybody's out. I agree. We've got bobcats from kind of all over the U.S., and it's really interesting to see all their different colorations and sizes and eye colors. And oh, now I see the floofy butt down there. Gilligan. Gilligan's a Canada lynx, so he's a cousin to the bobcats, but he's not a bobcat. He definitely gets fluffy in the winter. Hi, bud. Oh, did I stop your morning routine? Where are you going now? Hi, bud. Gilligan, a Canada lynx. Oh, good morning, sir. Oh. Well, that was too cute. Well, everybody got a good Monday morning from Gilligan. I hope that makes all of your day and week wonderful. You on your coolaroo now? How cute is that? How cute is that boy? I love Gilligan too. Gilligan was one of the top 3 cats that drew me to Big Cat Rescue. It was Joseph, Jumanji, and Gilligan. Their stories just, well, for Joseph and Gilligan, their stories just really got me. And Jumanji was just so majestic. All right, we're gonna end with that because I don't think you can get much more cuteness than that. Gilly. He's like, I'm going over on this side. The other side's where his feeding lockout is. And I can hear some carts. Oh, his little tail running through there was about the cutest thing. So again, if any of you guys have just joined, you can rewatch this because it'll post automatically on our Facebook page. Or you can go to dailybigcat.com. I think those are going back over there now. So you can always rewatch from the beginning. Thank you to all of our newcomers for asking questions, and thank you to everybody who answered them. So we're going to wrap up for today, but we saw a lot of cats. We started with Sapphire, we saw Beecher, a lot of our Savannahs, lots of bobcats. We got a little whoo from Gilligan. I'm going to try to remember where I put my cart. My guess is it's over by Beecher. Thank you so much to the 2 people that donated. I really appreciate you guys. And if we do anything medical today, we'll go live for that. But again, I hadn't been told. So thank you guys very much. Thanks for hanging in there with my shoddy reception. I'm going to try to get with Carol about that and see what we can find out before I do another one, because it's very frustrating to myself as well. So, all right. Well, thank you guys. I hope you all have a great day, a great week. Happy Monday. I'll see you guys again soon.